Right, everybody, welcome to Kenmare. Alright, we are in Norman McCloskey's gallery, and I'm lucky enough that he's going to show me around his local area, so this is something I'm really looking forward to. If you don't know Norman McCloskey, I'll link to his website below. His gallery's beautiful, and his work's fantastic, so any good images in today's video, well, I've got a bit of an advantage, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think it's time to go. Welcome to Killarney National Park, everybody. We are in the very south of Ireland, or certainly very far south compared to where I've been over the past few videos. And it's just beautiful. Driving through, it's one of those places, especially because we've got nice weather, the wind's dropping, everything seems to be falling into place. I keep wanting to stop, pull over and shoot, but obviously I can't. And at the minute I'm just following Norman. He's going to take us to a spot where we can explore, walk around, and just do what we love to do, which is photography. So yeah, got a feeling that today's video is going to be a nice one.
God have mercy on us all. May God have mercy on us all. Oh, sister, let's go down to that river there. Bathe in that cool water. Forget about all our cares.
Well, this is just magnificent. I've been craving this, by the way, just peace and quiet. It's fantastic. Composition's very straightforward. I knew exactly, as soon as I saw this lake, I thought I need to be down in front of these grasses in the water because they're just so delicate to make for the perfect balance, the perfect foreground. It leads you to this light streaming in from the right-hand side, and the mountains and the clouds, and it's just the layering's fantastic. And I'm trying to emphasize that with a 1-to-1 square crop to contain everything, because if I actually go wider, pull in the bank of the lake here, which isn't overly attractive. There's a boat just there. You can see that. I don't want that in my frame either. I want to simplify things as much as possible. I'm being watched, by the way. I mean, look at this. You all right, fellas? We got a couple of new fans. A couple of new fans of the channel there. Well, it looks like we've well and truly had the best of the lights, so me and Norm, we've decided to call it. I think that was amazing, really happy with that, but a pub meal and a pint of Guinness is starting to win the battle. But yeah, light's gone now, and I am a very, very happy photographer because that was just what I needed. Well, good morning, everybody. Slept well last night after a nice pub dinner and woke up this morning to what looked like great potential. Although now, as we approach sunrise, it seems that slowly but surely that potential is fading. So about 45 minutes before sunrise, we could see this glow on the horizon. And that's always a good sign. That's like, right, we're going to get a burning sunrise because conditions are so nice. We've got this mid-level cloud. There's not a breath of wind. It's beautiful. We're in a fantastic location. And it was looking promising. But it failed to build. The colour has failed to build. It's there. There's no denying it right now. It's beautiful. But we were expecting or hoping for this wash of colour over the clouds. It's just not happening. So as nice as this is, I think my idea of what was going to happen has kind of put a dampener on things. So I need to get out of that mindset and start being more appreciative of what we do have. Interesting. The colour's back. It definitely started to fade, and I couldn't believe that Norman had called it because he said, no, this isn't going to light up. And I was like, how can you say that this isn't going to light up? Look at the colour. And then, sure enough, it began to fade and it was a bit disappointing. That was like 6 minutes ago. We're getting a secondary glow. Look at it. It's intensified so much from what it was just a few minutes ago. Ah, yeah, it was brilliant. Oh, flipping heck. Okay, it's really kicking on. Every time I look at it, it's just brighter. And just like that, the light has gone. I reckon we got about 2 minutes of really good light then. So we had the first wave which faded, followed by the really strong second wave, and then gone. Brilliant. So fantastic morning of colour. Compositionally, I don't know what's going on this morning, but we've got a third wave. A third wave. I said to you before that the light came, it went, and then it came, and then it went, which is when I was just packing up now. It's back. I turned around. I was like, are my eyes playing games with me, or is this kicking off for a third time? There is something going on over that horizon, and I do not know what, but it's bloody fantastic. Yeah, third wave.
Well, after the exhilaration of those 3 sunrises, we drove to a new area called the Black Valley. And although the gorgeous light of the morning had now given way to grey, flat skies, conditions remained calm and there was still lots of photography to be had.
We've come down to this patch of water that's just saturated by all of these reeds. And it's beautiful. And I'm going to go for something slightly abstract because the first thing I noticed from a distance was the reflections of the mountains in the water and how that interacted with these reeds. So I'm playing with that. Probably going to go black and white and go for that high contrast black and white, but my frame is sliced diagonally in half by the mountain reflection, and then the entire scene is broken up with grasses running vertically. So we've got horizontal and vertical, which looks quite abstract. So that's it. That's my first shot. Nice relaxed morning. No stress now. No 3 waves of light. Just enjoying the calm conditions whilst it lasts, which I expect won't be too much longer. But hey, maybe not. Maybe it'll last all day. Who knows? So when it's quiet and still like this and delicate, that's probably a good way to describe it. Composition is everything. There's no light to kind of distract the viewer's eye or anything like that. Everything has to be so perfectly balanced. And a great example of that is what I've just done here. So I set up to take this beautiful shot, reeds, mountain reflections, nice, simple, calm image, 1:1 aspect ratio. And as I framed up the shot, it just didn't look right. It felt unbalanced. And then when I looked at the reeds closer, there was a patch of water, a patch of open water. It can't be more than like a metre, where just a handful of reeds, for whatever reason, weren't growing. And that just, as soon as I saw that, I couldn't unsee it. So by taking a step, where's my camera? Somewhere. I think I'm blocking the view of my own camera. Where is it? There it is. There we go. By taking a step to the left, 2 steps, you know, fair enough. I'm in a precarious position there, but that's okay. I was able to just correct that gap in the water, and now we have a far more balanced composition. You know, for all intents and purposes, being here and being there, identical almost, apart from that one minor detail. But with delicate shots like this, detail is everything. Well, it's been a beautiful day. 1 second, sorry. Yeah, it's been a beautiful day, but I think it's time to move on. I'm going to go to the coast. Well, I'm going to have some breakfast. I'm flipping starving. And then I'm going to head to the coast. We're sort of close to the Beara Peninsula, and the coastline around there looks phenomenal. Norm's going to give me some pointers, drop me a couple of pins, so it's nice and easy. All I've got to do is, well, hope for the weather and light, find somewhere to park up. But yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. So yeah, we'll head down that way and see what we see.
As I drive along the beautiful Beara Peninsula here in the south of Ireland, let me tell you about 2 things. 1, I have a landscape photography calendar now available. And 2, you might be interested in my photography community, the 617 Club. In the 617 Club, we have regular photography challenges with prizes, we have meetups, in fact we've just had one in London and we'll be having another before Christmas. We have weekly live streams with special guests. Nick Carver will be joining us next week. We have a ton of other stuff, but most importantly, we have over 500 members who are all keen, like-minded photographers, happy to help, no trolls, no sponsors, no ads, just how it should be.
Well, time to get the camera out, I think. Tempting as it is to just sit in the van and drink coffee all day. Weather's changed a bit from this morning. Wind's picked up. It's looking pretty grey and pretty flat, but I'm certain we can do something. Yeah, although nothing's certain, is it? Yeah, I take back what I said. I'm not certain I'll get an image. But I'm enjoying this walk though. Yeah, this might be an interesting exercise in subject and composition, because there's some cliffs just here. And then the first thing I've noticed, they're really striking, the layers and the textures and the lines. But I just don't know how to photograph it. Like, can I, that to me that's cool and it's interesting. Can I make a photograph out of it? Well, it's grey, it's cold, it's windy, and to add insult to injury, it's now drizzling. So you would think, at this point, I'd probably just give up, go back to the van, cook some food, and have the night off. But that would be a big mistake. You see, I asked myself one question: how can I put a composition on those cliffs behind me? And that one question led me to continue to walk forward, check the next ridge, check the next viewpoint, have a look around the corner and see what we can find. And I can tell you, I've been running around like an excited schoolgirl. Wait until you see this landscape.
Beneath a brooding sky, the giant sea cliffs rise, ancient walls of stone carved by centuries of wind and salt. Their jagged ridges cut sharply against the horizon, each one a testament to time's relentless hand. And a 55mm lens should get this perfectly.
There we go. All right, 55 on. So I really like the compression that the 55mm lens gives this scene. It kind of puts emphasis on my 2 favorite elements which obviously the shark's tooth, which I'm calling it, I don't know if that's its name, and this slab on the left-hand side.
Approaching this scene with the 55 and the compression that brings is massively going to emphasise all of the features of this landscape, but it's just not quite wide enough. So to give my scene a bit more breathing space, I'm going to do a small panoramic.
So again, it's the spiky tooth just there. I don't know where is it in shot. That one there that I'm interested in, and that slab on the far left of your screen, that's what I'm interested in. I'm going to focus on the slab. I had a 2-second timer on, but I'm turning it off because that's too long between the movement of the water. I want to be snaps, I want to be as quick as I can with this pano so that there's as little difference in the water as possible. So we'll do that again. All right, first shot. Done. Second shot, done. Third shot, done. There we go. Simple as that, like 3 or 4 images just to give me that extra breathing room, yet retaining the compression and the emphasis on these subjects. Man, this is fantastic. What a lot of fun this is. We're not done yet. I'm being really indecisive with this composition. I just don't want to go home and regret that I didn't do it justice or I didn't do it right. So I'm basically taking this composition every which way, different lenses, different angles. But after taking that pano, I want to shoot a vertical but with the wider lens, just as that final backup, because I love the vertical frame and the composition with the shark's tooth and the slab on the left. So, you know, why not? I'm having so much fun. I'm undecided. The wide lens gives a lovely sweep through the image, but I'm unsure if I like the green or not. I think I probably do. It kind of ties in with the green and the distance there. And yeah, it has a nice sweep to it. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab this shot.
Well, what a great couple of days this has been. Beautiful conditions this morning, and then it all went a bit south this afternoon, this evening, until I stumbled upon these beautiful rock formations, and then honestly had an absolute blast working the composition. I feel like I shot a dozen of the same image, but that's for me to organise and sort out when I get back to the computer. I think this is the end of my trip in Ireland now. I have my conference tomorrow. I'll be delivering a presentation. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to meeting everybody who's going to be there. Now, I do have one regret, and that is that I never gave enough time to Ireland. I've been on the road now for 5 days. Doesn't scratch the surface. You need 5 weeks, 5 months. Like, I could spend 5 days on just one tiny region. Yeah, I've gone from the very north coast of Ireland all the way to the far south. So I've done the full stretch, a lot of driving, because I just wanted to take in as much as possible and meet up with a few friends. And yeah, if I was to come back, I wouldn't do that again. I would take my time, work one region, and just soak it all in. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you tune in next week, and I will see you then. I'm going to relax, eat my steak, switch off, unplug, wind down, and hopefully have a good night's sleep. All right, cheers guys.